Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. We have Ed and Bob. I'm sure Blackie and Sarah will be in later in a while. My StreamYard says I have 0 people watching. Nice.
Now we can talk about everybody. Hurry.
That's right. That's right. You'll have to excuse my looks tonight. I just got out of the shower and my hair's wet. And my eyes have been like blurry and red all day, so like irritated. I don't know if it. You know what? It could totally be allergies.
I thought we weren't supposed to say anything about
It
it.
is that type of. It is that time of year for allergies to be starting. It's warming up, so it could totally be allergies. But anyway, you'll have to ignore my red blurry eyes. Hey, Fish Dreams, Anthony, hello. Chew, hello. Cat, hi. Marty, hi. And
there they come.
Who else we got in here that I missed? Jenny Lynn, hello.
Jenny Lynn.
Isn't that a pretty snack Jenny got?
Oh, yeah, beautiful. And Grasshopper was here earlier, but I don't think he's here right now, or he would have said something.
Maybe.
He's slacking off.
We got something today. I got blue raspberry pop at the dollar store.
That actually sounds good.
Well, we're going to find out. I've never had it.
It sounds good.
It's called a craft soda.
I am very much into like raspberry and berries. I like berry pop and sodas and stuff. Ice creams, that kind of stuff. My hair is totally wet.
They had cream cherry also.
Oh, cream cherry sounds good too.
It was the biggest. They just moved into my town, and there was already a Dollar Tree, but this is a new Dollar Tree, and it's gigantic. It is so big.
Wow.
And so nice.
We just have a small one.
Yeah, we
I've been in
got
there
a small one next to Walmart. Oh, that's kind of neat. Look,
there's Grasshopper.
This pop top
looks
or
like a
can
shark.
opener has a magnet, so it catches the lid.
Huh.
When you pop it. I didn't know that.
Sky Dancer, hello.
Oh,
Slick Cat, hello. Haven't seen you for a while, John. Hope you're doing good. So, I am going to be like, I should have had it done by now, but I don't. I'm going to be working on a little snake of Jenny Lynn's. What are you going to be doing?
Well, I've got a couple of little commissions I got to do. I'm going to keep touching up this painting of this discus because it's like the type of paint just doesn't go thick. So I've had to give it several coats.
Very cool.
But as soon as that gets done, then good. Then I'm going to use a pearl like finish on it to see how that looks because I'm experimenting on this one and then I'll do it on Rax Koi. And then I'm also going to make a little bitty axolotl cave tonight for Patty.
Okay. Very cool. And Bob has disappeared. Trash Cat, hello.
I asked a question of John from Select Pet. He said, I spent the day with members of the Lexington Fish Club and Knoxville Fish Club cookout. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Collecting native in South Kentucky. Oh man. I wish I would have known. They probably told me and nobody just told me directly, so I didn't realize it. Because I would have loved to have gone and done that. I did nothing today.
That actually does sound fun, huh?
Yeah. That's so cool. Well, but John, I was wondering if you have any more of those expensive Gadaeids for sale. And if you don't, as soon as you get some for sale, I want to buy them. Because I'm going to be putting them in this 32-gallon tank. And when I was away for the wedding, one had died in the back and it killed off the adults. And so now I have like 3 juveniles and 2 babies. And I'd like to have a couple of grown-ups too. Or just a couple more fish in general. Just throwing that out there if John's still here.
He's still here, I'm pretty sure.
What Gadaeids are they? Which
He said,
Gadaeid are
you,
they?
Ed, I can round up a few.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I was so bummed out that big one killed off all those guys. They were in a 10-gallon. So that's why I'm going to put them in the 32. And hopefully that'll be better. In case that's not bad. It looks like I'm drinking antifreeze. Well, something horrible happened to me yesterday.
What's that?
I was doing hydro dipping and I was carrying cans of spray paint in both hands, and a queen fire ant flew right here on my wrist as I was holding him and stung me.
Ow.
And then it flew off. I mean, what a jerk. And I didn't even get a chance to kill it. It happened so quick. It hurt for like 2 hours, and then the pain went away, and it like lost its color and just went to normal. But today it's been itching like crazy. So I put baking soda and water on it, and I wrapped it so it wouldn't come off. And it seems to be helping the scratch.
I don't think we have fire ants here, but when I lived in Texas, there was fire ants in my yard. And chiggers. And a lot of hornets.
It'd be nothing to eat
red
there.
hornets.
I couldn't, it was so hot in Texas, and I couldn't even leave the window cracked because if I did, the car would be full of hornets.
This is what it looked like. See, it was just a little redness yesterday, but it hurt.
Ow.
And then, as I was walking into the house, I missed one of the steps because I don't have feeling in my foot, and I thought I was on the step good, the concrete step, and I was only like an inch on it. So I slid off of it and went down on my knee hard and twisted my knee. So my knee's been sore. But this is the kind of the freeze line across Tennessee. All the red is where the fire ants can live through the winter. Everything north of that, they can only live during the summer, so they die off at the winter time. But our colonies get big here.
Yeah, Texas had some. They were nasty in Texas too, but I don't think we have them here. It's probably too cold of winters here for them because we don't even have fleas because it's too cold for fleas to survive the winter here.
Yeah, we didn't have. Well, I guess there's fleas in St. Louis or Missouri, but I never had them on my cats.
Yeah, I kind of like it because I don't have to put any kind of flea things or give the little shots, that you give underneath the neck, the dogs for flea and ticks.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how good that is for them to inject poison in their system like that. So I'm glad that I don't have to worry about it here. I know that makes me sound like a tree hugger or something, but when you can inject something into a dog and fleas can't live on them for 6 months, can that really be good for the dog?
They say that stuff that you put on the back of their necks, that liquid, like people will put it on their dogs right before they go camping, and then the dog will jump into the pond or the lake, and it'll just kill every crayfish and snail like yards around wherever it was.
Oh my gosh, I bet it would, yeah. Well, like I say, luckily here in Wyoming and Montana, we don't have to worry about fleas. You get down into Colorado, which is not that far from where I'm at, but you drop down into Colorado and there's fleas there. So we're just cold enough to where they can't live here. Now, ticks can live. So you do have
I
to
think
watch
ticks
for
like
ticks.
cold.
When you take your dogs for a walk in the brush and stuff, you do have to watch them for ticks, but not fleas.
Yeah, we used to put tick collars on the cats. But we never worried about fleas.
My eyes are so itchy and red. I bet, though, that it's allergies because it's that time of year. Oh, man. But I'm going to start working on my drawing, I think. Are you going to work on something there, Bobo?
Maybe.
Mirahel, hello.
What's Ed working on?
I'm working on a discus.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be a, oh gosh, they start, the blue ones that start with a T,
Hi.
Turquoise.
turquoise
For a
discus.
while.
But this neon paint I'm using is very thin. So I have to just keep giving it coat and coat after coat.
Come here, buddy. Wrong shoulder, but. Oh,
Hi, pretty bird. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there he is. I was looking at the red shoulder.
yeah, he doesn't like the towel. He likes to poop on me, so he goes the other way. No coffee.
What if you put a towel on each shoulder?
I guess I could.
Or maybe like a barber's apron.
Some of those things they throw across the highway to blow out tires.
Oh, gosh.
That would keep him off of me, wouldn't it? Did you hear
That
him
wouldn't
say,
be any
"Wah,
fun,
wah"?
though.
He said, "Wah, wait." He's gone. He went back in the other part of the house somewhere. He'll be back.
Floyd has a lot to say. It's Saturday. Yep. Bob needs a cape. Yep, he needs a hero's cape anyway.
Right? Like, what would I like to have Catwoman. Catwoman doesn't have a cape, though, because of Eartha Kitt.
A cape. You need a cape like in the premiere I showed of your
Right.
your fans only. Ed, did you see that?
Oh,
I bet
God.
you didn't see it. I've got to show it. It's a little sneak preview of
I'd love to
Bob's
see that.
fans only page. You want to see that?
Sure.
Okay, hang on. Let me get it up here. Okay, hang on just a second. I just got to start it up here. And this is, anybody who has not seen this, this is a premiere or like a sneak peek of Bob's fans only page.
Trailer.
Yes. So here we go. Let me see here. I gotta go to this one and right there. And then hit share. And then hit start. And there's the cape. And ta-da! I'll play it one more time for anybody that missed it.
Once was enough now.
Poor Gandalf.
I know, right?
Yep, he needs a hero's cape like that. He can just.
I need a diaper that'll hold as much as his was holding. Shields from bird poop.
Grasshopper, hello.
Hey, Bob, I had it out with a, what are those doctors that are learning to be doctors? So they work for the surgeon and they like do all the paperwork and they call you and do all that stuff.
Residents or interns or?
Well, one of those schmucks my blood was 1.1 last week, which is way too thick on Friday. So Ryan, the intern, called me and said what to take and prescribed these shots I was giving myself and stuff. But he wanted me to come in on Saturday, and the intern was supposed to be there between 12 and 12:30 and show me how to do it. Well, I went down to the hospital and I waited at his office. I rang the doorbell. I could see the lights were on in there, but she never came to the door. And Mom and I waited there for an hour and we left. And I know how to give myself a shot, so I was just giving myself the shots. And because I used to give myself shots back in the day in high school for my allergies. Hey there.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty
Keep going.
good. What this dirty intern lady, I tried calling all week long to the surgeon's office to find out when I can stop and get a test to see when my test was to make sure my blood's right.
I'll do my
And finally I gave up.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just letting you guys know I'm gonna hide my face when I'm smoking because I don't think it's appropriate.
It's all good. I like your cat.
All right. I mean, I can come up on my computer. My phone's dying anyways, and if I join on my computer, I can actually be the cat and talk. So you might like that. I don't know. Some people don't. Some people do. It's all preference.
Talking cats.
Yeah, it's all cool with me. But so this. I went to my surgeon, or I called my cardiologist on Thursday, and then he got me in Thursday morning at 8 a.m, and I told him all about this stupid girl that messed it up, and I guess he wrote the surgeon a nasty letter. So she called me to chew me out. And she said, "You're not supposed to be calling the surgeon for things like this." And I was like, "You people called me. I never started any of it." And she wasn't there, and that was her fault. She told me I was taking the shots wrong, and it's like, well, you weren't there for that either.
Right.
So just leave me alone. I said, I'm just talking to my doctor now.
Right.
And she said, good. So the next time I see him,
Congratulations.
I'm going to let him know that
She's
she
a
was a
bitch.
schmuck. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fish Maz. Man, congratulations on quitting smoking. Damn, that is I wish I could follow your. I need to follow that because I need to quit smoking. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. I don't like it. I'm a slave to it. Like I have to smoke before I eat, after I eat, while I'm eating almost. It's nasty habit. It really is. It's extremely addicting and it's enslaving.
Yeah.
I like smoking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't say it. I just wish I didn't have to. I mean, it's expensive. It's like, man, a burden on top of it. But that's why I smoke, because I like to smoke. Otherwise I wouldn't be smoking. If I hated it, nobody would. But it's just a stupid freaking habit that we do.
I packed my own, and it cost me about $35 for 3 cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah, I used to do that, but I made a mess. And I usually always use the good stuff from the smoke shack called the good stuff. It was just as good as the pretty much King Mountain cigarette tobacco. It's pretty much matched it.
Yeah.
It's not better than King Mountain cigarettes.
Oh, I get Gambler pipe tobacco, which isn't really pipe tobacco.
Well,
they label it as pipe tobacco so that they don't have to tax it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I use, the pipe tobacco. Same, probably a similar blend. But either way, all I gotta say is it's just not healthy, man. You notice what you can't do because you smoke, man. How far can you run? How far can you jog? I mean, when you running out of breath, you just.
Hey, I'm 68. I can't run and jog anyway, so hell with it.
You got a point there, but I'm 40, and if I end up with COPD or something like that, I don't want to have to deal with that. But it is what it is. It's just
this might make you feel better. I've never smoked a day in my life, and I can't run very far.
Well, that at least you won't cough your guts out when you try to get up your momentum. I mean, you cough because your lungs ain't used to it.
Crap.
It would take
Sandy
you
says it's
less time.
$25 a pack in Canada.
It's like $15. It's like $7 a pack, like over $100 a carton here.
Oh crap! Nope, I'm gonna
If you
keep
go to
packing
the
my own.
Indian reservation,
Like I say, I can
I'm
make
not,
three
I'm not
cartons
joking.
for about $35, so I'm gonna keep doing that.
No, I could literally. I spend $30 a carton, but because I'm lazy, I don't want to. I don't feel like rolling them. And I smashed my roller because I was so determined to quit in 2020. And then in 2020, after this stupid pandemic shit, fucking they forcing us to wear this mask got me all insane. And I went. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I went to the market, and I went to the self checkout without a mask, and they freaking bogarted me. And literally, they had security hold me back to not be able to buy my shit without a mask. I'm like, what's the point? Why are you doing this? Because you have this stupid sense of I want to control you. And I hated it. I hated it with a passion. I hated it. It was just they wanted to control it. And there's so much evidence that was such a ridiculous law. And I had all the facts and I posted them on my channel. If you go to my community tab, you'll see like it says it blocks 89% of bacteria or something like a bacteria. It never says it blocks viruses. Viruses are 100 times smaller compared to you can't block a fucking virus with a mask. And they've said it was actually more harm to wear a mask all damn day during your job than it would be just to get the damn virus. More harm to your body, suffocating yourself. You know, having that mask, you know, you're pretty much forcing your lungs to work harder than they need to. Unnatural. You know, I hated it. I just thought it was such a fucking stupid thing. And when Fauci double checked himself and said, he first said that they were a waste of time. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, wear a mask. They'll help. We got all these fucking stupid mask mandates, which ended up making it so I lost my kids because I lost my kids due to CPS because I pretty much threw a temper tantrum. I mean, but not bad. I didn't like destroy any property, but I spoke my mind in front of the manager of a Subway because she wouldn't sell me nothing because I didn't have a mask.
Wow. What state are you in?
I live in Washington.
Okay, that's why you're able to be outside right now and have light.
Oh yeah. It's outside. It's still
Wow,
day.
look at how bright it is.
I mean, it's only 8:30 here. The
It's
sun
11:30 here.
gets dark in about an hour. It'll be dark.
What part of Washington?
Central,
Like
like Ellensburg.
Ellensburg? That's what I was just gonna say, like the Ellensburg area.
Kind of, well, a little south of that, but I don't really want to tell everybody where I live.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. I was just going for what state you were in for the light.
Well,
Yeah.
I used to live in Othello and then Royal City, so
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I live in Yakima. I live in Cracktown, Yakima, which is actually nice. I don't mind it. Got some people playing some bass music. You know, you got a lot of respectful people here. You know, I really don't mind it here. I really think there's a lot more respect here than a lot of other places you hang out.
but
I don't.
Yakima is kind of like the armpit of Washington, though.
Yeah, well, it is a high traffic drug place. Believe me, back when I was in the
Yeah, it
when I was
was
into that
when I
stuff,
lived there too.
back
Yakima
when I was into
was
that
not
stuff,
good.
man, I was making a ton of money on that, man. But I get in trouble and you can't do it no more. But you know, you got good police officers here. I mean, if you go to Spokane, oh God, they got so many. They got a really corrupt police force. You know, I haven't noticed or heard of any corruptness in my town. Thankfully, we have a good sheriff, so we have good law enforcement, respectful law enforcement. You don't get pulled over and freaking you don't hear about any bullshit. Nothing happens against anybody here. You know, I like it. It's a quiet town. It's never on the map too much. Like, yeah, I like it. That's why I like it. I mean, there's a lot of drugs probably go through this town, but nobody gets killed over it, which is a good thing. It's like everybody needs their damn. I mean, pharmaceutical companies do drugs all the time, and they get away with it. They're illegal, but But I really don't like any drugs. I mean, honestly, they want to put me on drugs because I have ADHD. It's like whatever. I'm not taking no damn freaking methamphetamine, methamphetamine to fix whatever concentration issues I have. I just deal with it. I tell them, you know what? There's too many side effects for that shit. I'm not doing it. I've been able to I just deal with it. Deal with the problem.
Trying to remember what city it was. It was someplace south of Royal City.
For what?
When I used to live there, there was a town that was south of us, a bigger town.
Was it in Washington?
Major problem with the police department when I lived there because they had an officer that was like he would arrest immigrants who were too scared to say anything and then like abuse them in the jail cell. And then he was about to get caught, and he joined the army. He tried joining the army and leaving town that way, but they went after him and got him and brought him back. But
Sounds like that could happen though anywhere. It's not just that's just a weirdo, not a system problem.
Oh yeah. It was. I was trying to remember what city it was in though. Like I said, I remember it was south of Royal City, but I don't remember what the city was.
Well, if you had any idea where it was, you could find it on Google Maps.
That's what I was just gonna look and see. Get a map of Washington up and see what town.
You zoom in on Google Maps, you should be able to see every city south of there. Trash cat. Blowing a kiss to Bob. That's just a funny name. Trash cat.
Let me see. Trying to find. My eyes are so blurry tonight. I can't hardly see anything.
Looking at your eyes, they don't look blurry to me.
Well, they are blurry. Eyes are. I think it's allergies, like that time of the year, pollen type stuff. Okay.
The cat sneezing.
Yeah, there's Spokane.
Where are you sneezing?
Moses Lake.
Damn, you farted or something. Damn. Oof. I must have squeezed a fart out of you. You rotten cat.
Be rough.
Shoo. Okay, I'm not mad at you. Don't fart in my face next time. Oh wow. Your camera is flickering like crazy. He looks up and it stops immediately once he looks up.
Oh, 9?
Yeah, your camera was like going all freaking haywire for a second, and then you looked up and it disappeared.
That's crazy. Well, I subbed to your channel.
Hey, thank you. You left a comment. I hope so. I can look at your channel. It'd make it easier for me. You said hi. You say hi and then say a comment. So if I go to YouTube Studios, if I see a comment, I can look at your channel from my comment section, and I can look at your channel pretty easily. Oh, you're freaking out again. Look. See it? Oh, that's cool. See, you finally caught it. Oh, now she's freaking out too.
That's so bizarre.
And you see it? Okay, so it's just not on my end. Dude, it's like bouncing with the beat in my background. It's like my background causing the freaking flickering. It's weird. But I'm not flickering. Weird. Why am I not? Am I flickering to you guys? I don't know.
I don't see anything in here.
I'm talking to this, the Matrix. This looks like I'm in the Matrix. Is this real? Let me pinch myself. Wake up. Wake up. I don't feel it. It's not, I don't hear it. If you don't feel pain, that must mean you must be sleeping, right? You're just a figment of my imagination. That sucks. Because you look so real.
Well, that's the nicest thing anybody said to me.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm not insane. Are you guys gonna eat? You guys gonna eat dinner or not? Is it ready yet?
I wonder what type of food they eat in Washington.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
What's the favorite food in Washington?
Oh well, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot. My favorite foods are tacos,
Hard or soft?
pork fried rice. I like ribs smoked on a trigger, which I like smoked with and I like it with certain smoke flavors. I mean, it don't matter. And I like pizza, Papa Murphy's, and I like
Just closed.
spaghetti. there ain't much else you can do here. I mean, I really can't afford unless I go to my dad's house. I don't normally eat T-bone steak that often unless I'm at my dad's house, or prime rib, or lobster, anything like that, crab legs. But I mean, that's another thing I like a lot, but it's just super expensive. Got to go to my dad's house to get that. Thankfully, he's got a little bit because I couldn't afford it.
Everybody's saying no flickering, so it must just be your flickering.
You don't see the flickering on him right now? He's not flickering?
It's because
No, there's no
we're
flickering.
so far away.
No, it must be my phone's doing it. Like it's glitching out on my phone. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because you flicker, he flickers. That must mean that I'm being spied on by the FBI. Because why would you flicker? They're spying on me. I don't know why. Just because I know too much about dang stuff, and I might have, maybe I know a little bit about Edward Snowden.
Oh, now I can't hear him.
Too much information. They're going to monitor me. I might say too much.
Oh, you had flickering the other day too, Grasshopper? Huh. I don't see any flickering. Maybe it's something to do with being on the phone or something as opposed to being on the computer. I don't know.
On the phone, I have to get a mirror to show you your flickering. Like you're flickering. I just got to grab a mirror.
Yeah, it must be Washington interference.
Something. It's just weird.
Only Corey has to come out of Washington.
Let me see if I can get the light. If I get the lighting right, you can see yourself flickering. See him flickering down there now? See yourself flickering? That's
I see it. I see it on your phone flickering. Yeah, it's not doing it though on mine at all.
That looks cool.
Yeah, you'll flicker, but I don't flicker on my end. Only you guys do. So the only way I was able to do that to show you is this mirror. So this way you can see I'm not making this shit up. It's happening. I see it.
Yeah, it's not happening on my computer at all. So, Bob, can you not get on camera, or are you protesting the injustice?
So I mean, dinner's about ready. So maybe I can come up with the cat in a minute if you're still alive.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna plug my phone in since it's getting low. The battery's getting really low, and it doesn't like to charge now when I'm using it. And this flickering stuff's funny. He's like literally now. And if I could just show this, let me show it. Oh, I stopped right when because I'm literally kind of. He was like doing a freaking really cool dance with the flickering there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grasshopper. That's why you look so confused when I was trying to show you, because you couldn't see it.
So I'll come back up in about 10 minutes, maybe 15. I'm gonna eat dinner. I don't like to eat in front of people.
Okay, yeah, we'll be here for a few hours, so
All right, awesome. So
go
I'll come up
plug
in
yourself in.
as soon as I get done with my meal, my dinner, get my kids' food ready because that's coming up. So I'll come up in a little while. Hey, awesome stream. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Couldn't hear him.
He was a little bit softer than or lower. His audio wasn't real high.
When he was outside, I could hear him just fine, though. But I didn't want to speak over him, so.
Well, Bob's in the
Just
chat, but he's not up here. Okay, I'm going to go back to drawing again. Maybe. I don't know what I did with my card that I was working on. Oh, there it is.
What does he like to go by as a name?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's Bob.
Beret.
I'm playing around trying to get the colors right on Jenny's snake here. Because it's got kind of some reds and yellows going on, and browns. Yeah, Parkinson's is what Michael J. Fox has.
Oh, yeah, it sucks.
They really do have a chip now that's probably going to be approved for widespread use, but it's an implant, and it stops the shaking immediately when it
That's
comes.
pretty
Holy
awesome.
cow. Bob, do you still look up that type of stuff, the medical field stuff, to stay fresh?
Kinda. I still get 3 different journals, and I belong to the Tennessee Nurses Association still. So I get all kinds of crap, email and mail, and so I have plenty of stuff to look at if I want to.
I was going to call you if I had problems with the shots and just drive over to Cleveland. But
is it the Coumadin?
it was
Warfarin?
I don't know what. No, I mean, I was still taking my warfarin pills, but it was some liquid shots that they were giving. I don't know what was in it.
What's it for?
It was to get me thinned out quick. And it worked.
Okay.
But they just didn't believe me that I didn't, that I'd already I knew how to give myself shots.
Yeah.
But I used to give myself shots back in high school, and for my allergies, and I hated it because it was like giving myself a bee sting.
Right.
Yeah.
But I tell you, these new shots are so small. They're so much thinner, you can hardly feel them going in.
I take that Trulicity for diabetes once a week, and I just inject it in my abdomen because that's the biggest part of me. And the needle, you just turn it on, uncap it and turn it on, and it's got a little battery in it. And you push the button, and it injects it itself, and then pulls the needle back out. And I don't feel the needle. It's really like as thin as you can barely see it, like a cat hair or something. But I feel the cold medicine, but it doesn't hurt. It's just cold. So yeah, it's almost like the vaccines they used to show, like if they give somebody like in sci-fi stuff, they'd shoot them with something in the neck that it would just go right through the skin. It's almost that stuff now.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I run and throw this in the oven quick?
No, go for it.
Okay. Let's see. What time is it? I've got to take it out at 12:10. So everybody in the audience knows 12:10. I don't know why I'm showing you guys 5, but that's 12:10.
Makes sense to me.
I'll try to remember to watch the clock too.
Oh. Is Patrick here? I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him yet. I'm not sure.
He was, he wasn't in the live stream yesterday even, and I said I bet he had to work, and he commented on the video. It's the one where I was showing the new snake, and he commented on the video later and said he was working. He called. He said I had a reptile collecting disease. Can you believe that?
He might be right. He might have a point.
You might. Don't be getting into my HIPAA though, It's classified. $12.10.
I'm back. Thank you, Trash Cat. You're amazing.
Oh, that's cool, Select Pet. John.
Oh, what did John do?
His ex-mother-in-law was shaky. Maybe that was some kind of Parkinson's too. She had tremors, and she got some wires implanted, and it stopped her.
Are you still friends with your mother-in-law, John?
Ex-mother-in-law. Her porter,
Yeah.
that's it. That's what he called me, I think. Patrick called me a her porter in the comments on my live stream yesterday. He's kind of got a point, but still.
I wonder if this stuff has caffeine in it.
What stuff?
Caffeine-free crap. Sorry for cussing on your show.
Right? I've heard
It's like, why would somebody make pop if they're not going to put caffeine in there?
with the burps. Ed, I've heard Pam make more vulgar looks than you saying crap.
This is true.
I meant to send you that info
Hey,
about the pet thing if you really might be interested in exotic pet.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting because I just found out my brother's coming to visit us. And I'm not for sure. It's going to be in the middle of June at some point. So that would be the only thing that would cause it so I couldn't go. Unless I can talk my brother into going. I doubt his wife will go. And I don't think my brother's wife will stay here with my mother.
Well,
For
it's
some
not-
reason, my mom and dad repulse her to death. And my mom's kind of like the sweetest people in the world. But every time they go into St. Louis, she claims she gets sick, so they don't see my mom and dad. And my mom's been very upset lately, and I think that's why they're coming to visit.
Oh,
Because I told my brother I was never going to take my mom and dad to St. Louis again because of how they've acted.
who, your mom and dad or the brother?
My brother, well, his stupid wife keeps saying that she's sick, and then they can't go. or he can't visit. He can't leave her side.
I see.
I'll show your butt. Well, I was working on my ukulele today too. I think I'm going to try to string it this next week.
What were you doing to it?
But I painted it and just made it look cool. Not cool like Rex, but I could run and get it quick if you want me to.
Yes,
Yeah.
go get it.
Okay. I have to do something right now because this fish is drying and rack. I'm experimenting on this fish with this new pearl paints. I'm going to paint on it to see how it looks. And if the pearl looks good, that's what I'm going to do on your koi because I really want it to look. I want that white that pearl, or it'd be really neat. But okay, I'll go get it. Oh wait, did John just say something? John Ed was saying his mom and dad acted up. No, it's my I don't know. No, I love my. I won't take my mom and dad to St. Louis for my mom just to cry for a week because my brother didn't want to see her.
No.
And that's what happened when I take him and she can't see Tim.
How's that going to go with her coming there? Drama. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm working on some art here, Rack. I got it. I've been showing it. I showed it yesterday on the stream. Oh, you wanted to see it? He's been gone for half an hour. Popped this up and he came back. And also the other one that was in there, the aquarium. The card.
The rummy nose
Rummy
tetra.
nose. Yeah.
You know, there's a link posted up at the top, Rack.
Trying to get caught up in the chat here. I didn't even realize Rack was in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rack says he's away from the studio
Yeah,
at the
I
moment.
just saw that. Yeah.
I think that means he's in the bathroom. It's code. Oh, nailed it. Oh, I know. Select. I just play and do stick figures and stuff while they're drawing because there's plenty to learn. And that part's fun. The problem is I forget it by the next week. Let's see. Huawei, how many years did you do? Just curious. And did it help?
Well, thank you for your service.
No, he's in prison, he said.
Oh,
That's
I
what he
guess
said.
it doesn't work out for everybody.
That's what he said a while ago. He wanted to do something in prison. I can't remember what they were talking about now.
Oh. I lost my screen.
Mm-mm.
Oh, there we go. So
Very cool.
I
Let me blow you up here.
coated it with a whole lot of coats of varnish, and you can kind of see how it ran a little, but I don't mind it because it's just so thick. I love it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
And then I did the back. I have my sticker up there. I was thinking about putting the sticker here, but I should have done that before I varnished everything.
Hello.
So now I think I'm almost ready to string it. Isn't that cool?
Yep. You could put your sticker inside the little hole.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I probably should have spray painted it in there. Black. Wreck. Is it all right to spray paint the insides of the thing? Oh, Nico. Come on. Come on. Oh. Okay.
Did you say Sarah and Blackie are coming?
I imagine they are.
I don't know what I was playing, but it was cool in my head.
Somebody's getting impatient waiting on Sarah here.
Rack's big show starts up in
2 weeks.
13 more days.
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks. My big boy. Yes, you are. Look, there's a bird, Nico. You didn't seem too entertained. Paint the inside, but no more is less.
Where?
Or wait, but more is less.
Sit in that chair. What are you into in there?
Paint the inside, but more is less.
I think he means less is more.
Oh, maybe I was I rating more is less. Less is more. There's a sticker though inside there that I don't know if I'm allowed to put it because it says the model number and stuff. See?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if I want to cover that up.
I guess that's not what he meant either, Ed. Scratch that.
Okay. Rack is a wise man beyond his years.
Yeah, he is.
Wait, he said less is more again. Question mark.
Oh, Blackie just said he's nearly here.
And Y just said that he loves Blackie. But more is less.
More but less.
Well, 9 minutes, I'm taking something out of the oven.
Yep, you got 9 minutes. And then your dinner's going to be ready.
I wonder. Oh, yeah, my axolotl head is. I wonder what they were catching up there in Kentucky. What fish?
I wonder if they caught some of that, like the what is that Okefenokee? Those little tiny blue fish with the white dots that are native. You know what I'm talking about?
that darter.
I can't remember now what it is, but I've been wanting one, but wanting to get a pair of them.
Oh no, you can't have these.
He said to paint only the part that you can see and don't varnish the insides. And photo the sticker. And maybe what I'll do is I could just pack it with black clay or black paper.
That's a good idea.
And then I could just pull it out if I ever want to look at the sticker.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Sounds like a good idea.
Okefenokee fishing spider. Yuck.
So I was being very careful not to get any bugs on the varnish while I was painting it. And I would set it on top of my truck to dry in the sun. And I took it off the truck to carry it into the house on the last coat. And then I was just going to let it cook in the sunroom. And a freaking gnat landed right on it, going through the garage. So I had to use a needle nose pliers to pull the gnat out. And you can't really see it too bad, but it's half the gnat stayed in the varnish stuff. It was here somewhere.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Can't
The
really see it,
Okefenokee
but-
pygmy sunfish. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, pygmy sunfish.
Yeah, that'd be cool if
Yeah,
you could
those
go
are cool.
catch some of them.
Yeah, that gnat might be part of bringing that species back in 10 million years.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I want to bring back any bugs.
Right.
Tons of hog suckers. Also got a rock bass, a sunfish, a bluegrass darter. Ooh, blue belly darter. Different shiners. They got a whole bunch of all sorts of good stuff down there.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I want any crayfish, though. Did you keep the crayfish? Did you hear about the guy? He was from China, and he was in, I think, the Netherlands, and his daughter got pinched by a crab. And the guy grabbed the crab, it was just a little bitty one, and ate it alive in front of her, saying that it's not stronger than him, and he died of bacteria that was on the crab.
Holy crap.
And what he didn't know is in China, they steam the crabs to kill the bacteria on them. He just thought that they, I guess, eat them live or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty gross. So don't eat crustaceans without them being cooked properly.
Yeah, there's something that slugs or snails have terrestrial that give you a horrible death.
Hell says that crawdads are delicious. You know, it's one thing I haven't ate yet. I've been invited to those boils, but I just don't think I want to do it.
It is
Oh, they're
good.
good.
Yeah.
They're good. I used to eat them all the time when I was growing up in Oregon. We would go out in the creeks and catch a bunch of them, which is fun by itself because you got to figure on the refraction of the water and try to grab them behind the pinchers. But you got to take into consideration the refraction, so yeah, you get pinched every once in a while. And I remember one time we caught, we emptied out, the creek we went on a picnic and the creek was absolutely full of crawdads. So we emptied out, we had 2 bags of ice and we emptied them into the cooler and then used the bags and we filled up those 2 ice bags with crawdads. And then all we had with us was like a frying pan. So we put the frying pan on the fire and boiled water in it. And then we're dumping the crawdads in there. And then we had to sit there with sticks and keep knocking it back into the pan because they were trying to climb out because the water was so shallow. It was
You
fun.
eat them?
Yeah, they were good.
Were they delicious?
Yes,
What?
crawdads are good.
My cat eats insects. Why? Cricket? Grasshopper? Wait, is why grasshopper or cricket? I get those two mixed up all the time for his nickname.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Dang it. See, I always, whenever I see him, I say, hi, why? And then I put a cricket drawing behind him. And I think that's what throws me off.
Oh,
Trash Cat says, no, it's Greek. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
creek.
Maybe
Creek.
crayfish
Crick.
or Greek. Or creek.
I've never tried a half-cooked crab or lobster. I mean, you can tell when they're cooked. They totally change color, so you could certainly tell when they're not cooked.
Two more minutes and I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, you got to go get your stuff out of the oven.
And it's like working out perfect because this is almost dried.
Good timing.
Hello, Blackie.
Hello there, everybody.
I'm having trouble drawing tonight because my eyes are all blurry.
Mine are very blurry too. Must be a blurry
Let's see, I'll
day.
show you real quick. I'll blow myself up and you can see they're all red. I think it's like allergies, like pollen and stuff in the air now.
Yeah, right. It's the right
It's
time
killing
of year,
me,
I
but-
suppose.
My eyes are like so blurry that every once in a while I can't even read because they're like all blurry. But see how red they are around them?
Yeah, right.
I look sick. They're just itchy, but they're blurry and itchy and red.
Well, it's better to be pink than green.
Probably, yeah.
G'day, Huawei, Jenny Cat, Premiere, Trash Cat, Select Pet, Rack, if you're
Yeah.
still there.
I call
Going-
it hell.
Who else?
A lot of countries eat insects like ants and stuff like that. And gross. The cream filled ones are good.
There's a couple of species of ants in the northern end of this country. There's a honey ant and this green ant that you can bite their back end off them, and the honey ant obviously tastes like a dollop of honey in your mouth. And the other one, oh, what's that supposed to taste like? Like apple or something. I can't remember exactly.
Apple ant.
I don't know if I don't know if the flavor was apple, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Probably just because of the green color. Who else we got to say? Craigos, Sandy. Anyone else who's still here?
Anyone? Yeah,
Oh yeah, I've seen people cook scorpions before and grasshoppers and like doobie roaches type of thing.
Oh, he's gone.
And parrots. People eat parrots, Floyd. Parrots.
Of course
Parrots
they
are
do.
tasty.
If you saw what comes out of him into his cage.
I had mutton bird a few weeks ago. Have you heard of them?
Yep.
Mountain bird?
Mutton, like old sheep meat. That was one of the most interesting flavored meats I've eaten. It tastes like, because they're a shorebird, so they
Chicken.
they eat lots of fish in their diet, but they do taste like a combination of lamb and anchovies, I thought.
Got an echo all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think that it's coming from Premier for some reason. When he came on, we started getting an echo.
Do you have any echo right now? Do I make sure I got the echo cancellation turned on?
I can't hear you echoing, but we're echoing really bad since you came on.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. How's it better?
Yes.
Sounds like it. Yep.
Yeah, I had, for some reason, I think last time when I was streaming, I had my settings turned to echo. I turned off echo cancellation because I don't know what I was doing. I can't remember. It was damn alcohol. I don't know why I'd ever turn that off. I mean, it's always to make something clearer or work better.
Now, Ed, how are you going to tell the difference if you're drinking the paint from the discus or your drink?
Right.
Where's the
Because
paint?
it looks pretty much the same.
See the paint?
Oops.
Water on my computer.
I thought that was getting quite precarious.
You have a really exciting aquarium back there, Bob. Got some fish back
I think
there.
they're the same color. They're the same color, Ed. Your drink and the discus paint are the same color. See? Yep.
Is that drinkable, that blue liquid he's got? I mean, it looks like non-dishwashing soap mixed with water.
Antifreeze.
Yeah.
I discovered it today in the garage, and it was delicious.
Bottle it up and sell it.
What is it
They
called?
usually sell antifreeze.
Blue and
No.
dot and dot and dot. We sell it just with that song. Blue raspberry. That's funny. Is that really what it looks like in the liquid? Wow.
Yeah. That's it. And you know, it tastes like cotton candy.
I would not expect it to be that blue.
What'd you say it
Yep.
tastes
Ed
like? Ed?
drinking
Cotton
Windex.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of gross. I don't recommend it because it has no caffeine. What's the point of drinking something if it has no caffeine?
Yeah, that's why I like Red Bull. Even though it's not red. I've never found any Red Bull that's red. I did at one point think it was, because my imagination, when I opened it up and drank it, I thought I was drinking red fluid. Because they called it Red Bull, you know? I mean, if somebody asked me before I actually looked at the fluid, I would have bet money that it was red. Because it's called Red Bull, just not in a clear container. But it looks like beer. I mean, pretty
Weird.
much. Yeah, but the blue flavor, the other blue flavor is blue, which is, I mean, it's bluish. You know, like the blueberry flavor. I don't know about all the other ones.
Used to date a girl in high school they called Red Dog.
Red Dog?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You're making me jealous. I need mom to make me some coffee now.
Speaking of dogs too, my dog got euthanized on Thursday morning.
Oh.
I wasn't going to bring it up, Blackie, but sorry again.
I don't
Thank
like
you.
dogs. They chase me around and I got no legs to run away. I mean, you're supposed to laugh. I'm sorry. I know losing an animal is terrible. All dogs go to heaven. Cats just go to hell. Come on, that's gotta make you smile, though. Come on. I mean,
Sorry, I'm still thinking about my dead dog.
well, at least it's in heaven. Cats don't go to heaven. I don't think. I never heard of any movie about that.
And he's buried in the ground over there.
Why
But
do you
yeah,
think they got 9 lives? I mean, I wish your dog had 9 lives.
he was full of tumors and stuff, so they had to put him down. No chance.
How old was he, Blackie?
He was 12 years old, I guess. So it wasn't a bad
good.
one.
That is good. That's like 4 years longer than cats live. Oh no, 2 years longer than cats live.
I would have liked another 10 years out of him.
Yeah.
I think everybody in this planet would love their dog to live as long as they did. Because I miss my dog Tara and I miss my dog Killer.
No, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear Premiere.
He was a Jack Russell Huawei with 1/4 mini Foxy.
Oh wow! You have a picture of him?
It's not that old for a Jack Russell. Of course, the
Because I can just imagine that's a sounds like a really beautiful breed.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he could have got to, probably 16 or 17 or even longer, but he was riddled with tumors or cancers. They just ultrasounded him and could find them everywhere through his guts and stuff.
Yeah. And then you know what? I've had the same situation where I had to try to save my cat, where I got half ran over, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't save if I save my cat, I'm gonna force it to live through hell to fight it because I want the cat around, or put it to sleep, and so it can go to animal heaven, or back and become another animal again, however that works.
Yeah, Sandy, sorry about your loss too, love.
It's terrible. The only way to look at it, the best way to look at it is find another dog. That's what the dog would want you to do. Dogs are simple creatures, and they were put here by God. And,
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got any photos on this computer of him because my Facebook got hacked as well, and someone stole my account. I can't access it.
You didn't have a. Oh,
can I access it and save them?
No.
Yes, you probably could.
If you can recover,
I'll try that in a minute.
Okay, if you can recover, if you used your phone number, you can recover your password within a week. If it's I think within a week.
Yeah, I know all this stuff, but what they've done is they've gone in. As soon as they've gone into my Facebook account, they've removed my email address from the Facebook and put their own email address in there.
It
so
doesn't
when
matter. You got to get a hold of the security.
It does. Dude, I've been through this whole process last night already.
Tried it and it doesn't work anymore?
Because when you get your authentication code, it only gives you the option to get it sent to the email address associated with the account, which of course is not my email address anymore. It's that person's email address.
So what I could say is you have to go within a certain amount of time and talk to the actual, you got to get a hold of the actual support of Facebook. And I've heard people having the trouble where they get an account, because my next door neighbor just got hacked also, and she lost her account, and she got it back through contacting, and she never told me who she talked to, but she had to contact the person, and it took a freaking nightmare because I was getting text messages from random freaking people. I mean, it looked like random. It was a random person freaking texting me through her account.
Again, you've got to actually be inside Facebook to have access to the support, and I cannot get into the Facebook.
I think there's a phone number, but I'm not sure. I don't know what you call it, how she got a hold of it. I think somebody else on Facebook, another friend, allowed her to contact. They contacted through her, and they said, "Hey, my friend right here, this person right here, on the phone, her account. I can verify the person that is taking control of her account doesn't have access. I can verify that the person here is the rightful owner of it," and they walked it through and they got her back. But you have to get somebody else on your Facebook account to walk through to clean your shit back. I mean, the faster you do it, it's a fucking aggravating ordeal. Don't get me wrong, but the sooner you get involved and you have somebody that's a friend or family that has a Facebook account that can contact support for you on your behalf, and you can be on a 3-way call or something, walking it, telling them out, "Hey, I need my stuff back." So you can get that. I think that's how she did it. But I mean, it's just my neighbor, so I don't really. She didn't explain a whole lot. She said finally she got it back.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Ed's
I wouldn't-
idea of just
I
getting
wouldn't
someone
give
else
up.
to go on there and save the pictures and stuff, and then just don't worry about Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
I don't use
I
Facebook.
feel like a stalker because I'm looking at all your pictures right now.
Yeah, that's the hard thing too.
Well,
Is,
if you
Oh, look at that fancy pants guy right there.
well,
used to
down,
be-
if you
used to be our
download
Prime
if
Minister.
you download all of his pictures, at least you'll have all of his pictures until he.
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of them I
Yeah.
do still have, but yeah, I'd have to. I'll get someone that can actually log on to their Facebook next to me, so I can go through and save this one, save that one. It's a
but
bit
that's
difficult to
bullshit.
do
I
it
don't
on the other
understand why
side of the world.
anybody would go on somebody else's Facebook account and take their account. That's just like, man, what would you? I mean, it's like trying to take somebody's life, but there's evil people out there that like to do shit like that. And you gotta protect yourself. Sad but true.
I mostly just had it for Messenger anyway, so
That's
I can
exactly
just-
what I use mine for too.
just set up a new Facebook account and then deactivate it.
Hey,
That's my little
Andrew.
boy, Joshua.
You guys have some friendly Crocs down there.
That's pretty freaking cool. I'm sure my son would love to be in a crocodile's mouth. Give him nightmares for weeks.
That was at Steve Irwin's zoo.
So what country? Are you in a different country? Are you in Australia or something? You sound like you got like an
Yeah.
Australian
Australia,
Australian accent. Yeah, I noticed it.
Australia.
I didn't know I had an accent.
No, I noticed it because I know a lot of people in Australia. Not a lot, but I know some people that have an accent.
Blackie, see if somebody that you know can help you close by, because I was
Yeah, that's
thinking
it.
the only way I contact you is through Facebook.
Yeah, I'll just
But-
have to set up a new Facebook and then just
But I
start finding people in Messenger again.
Yeah, I mean, I can still save everything for you, and
We've got
do that.
Instagram too. I can
Okay.
talk on Instagram. I think we follow each other on Instagram, don't we, Redbeard?
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
G'day,
the only thing
Andrew.
I never put on YouTube was my Facebook. I put Instagram, I put my everything else, but the only thing I left off of YouTube was my Facebook. Because Facebook is too personal. And in my opinion, it's just too personal. I mean, they literally know exactly what is up your butt. You know, I'm not giving everybody on YouTube access to my anus. No, that's just my opinion.
Which information, Huawei?
I was blowing on my axolotl.
Axel.
But speaking of talking to people on Facebook or Instagram, Sandy Doherty, you won the underground cave on my show on Thursday, and I just need your address, and I'll send it up to you.
Awesome.
Or if you're going to be at the Clash, I can bring it to you face to face. Just throwing that out there. But I don't mind sending to Toronto at all.
Is it
Sandy's
hot?
still here.
He's blowing on it like it's spicy.
But I pulled it out of the oven. So it's hot.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I was wondering why you were blowing on it.
Yeah, as soon as I can get it cool enough, then I'll pop it off this metal bowl. I can keep working. But I don't want it to get completely cooled down, because then it'll crack when I pull it off. So it's kind of a
Oh,
situation
boy,
where
that's
I'm
so
in
freaking
between.
cool. You got a pirate parrot. Wow.
what?
He's got a pirate parrot. He probably say like, "Hello, hello." He's looking at me like I might think he's food or something. He's going. I love them. Parrots are freaking hilariously amazing. Only bird I won't eat.
Only one?
Well, besides like peacocks and bald eagles. And the
That's
other
fair.
variety of parrots, because there's a lot of special birds. It would take me all day to name them all. Any exotic.
I think I would eat a peacock. They're just like fancy chickens.
Well, kind of like turkeys, I think. But yeah, they just look really cool on their big old feathers on their tails. I don't know. I couldn't eat that. I can eat a turkey, but they got, just because they don't look as fancy, but they do look fancy. If you ever looked at a turkey, they look pretty cool too. Not as fancy as a peacock, and they taste too good to freaking let them just die. Let flies eat them. Uh-oh.
I killed a fly today with my hand.
I killed one with the pink stirring stick.
Did you taste it, Ed?
No, I used my middle finger and just bam, and I actually got it.
Skills.
And you know what? I thought about Blackie when I did it. I was like, I bet you that's how Australians kill them.
Right.
Then I thought, I wonder if you guys have flies to kill.
Oh, we got freaking big flies. Oh, they're annoying.
Even in the winter, I keep my fly swat handy.
Oh, wait, in Australia, you don't have, but some parts in Australia, you got flies almost all year round, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah,
here
where
would be
I'm
one of
at,
them.
we only get flies like 6 months out of the year. That's it. You know, the other month, everything's too cold for the flies.
Yeah, we just get less when it gets cold. G'day, Andrew.
You don't get fly fires, period, when it gets cold out.
Say it again. Can't hear you properly.
Yeah, when it gets cold in Washington, you don't get flies. They just disappear completely. Nothing. You don't see nothing flying around. No bugs. And as soon as spring hits, man, you just eventually start seeing all sorts of gnats and bugs and flies. They're all around. Like as soon as it gets warm for 3 days, you got like a nightmare of bugs.
It is weird how in the cooler areas, the bugs really swarm when it gets warm. And where it's warm, they're just always there. But they're never as bad as when it just gets nice in the cold areas.
Sandy said give it to Bob, Ed.
How big are the
Okay.
mosquitoes down in Australia? Because the mosquitoes up in Washington are pretty small. Those mosquitoes in Texas are freaking extremely large. But how big are they in Australia?
Well, there's heaps of different types. So we have tiny ones and we have massive ones. I had some wrigglers, which are the larvae in the water of one of our larger species, and the wriggler itself was about an inch long.
Oh,
How big is
my
the
God.
mosquito bite on those?
How big is the bite?
Yeah, because I was bitten with one in Texas, and the bite was as big as a damn. I mean, it was 4 times bigger than the bite I had in Washington. I mean, I literally looked like I was. Yeah, it looked like I had a huge ass fucking. Wait, I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like I had a freaking MRSA. That's the best way to describe it, or a cyst or something. Like, man, it was as big as my eyeball, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've never been bitten by one of the big ones. But yeah, normal sized mosquitoes don't even, I mean, they'll drink my blood, but they don't make me itch or welt up or anything. Which is quite handy because I have heaps.
What's that, Ed?
Blackie? This
Yeah,
is where
I heard
I
the
got
story
stung.
before about the fire
Oh,
ant.
okay. Yeah.
I was setting up when you were telling that story before.
It's
Brutal
just
things.
itches.
Yeah,
But it did
itches
sting
and then
when
it
it first
gets
happened?
cool and
What's that?
Did it sting like mad when it first happened?
Yeah, for like about 2 hours and it went away.
Yeah.
But I didn't swell up, or it just turned a little red.
Yeah, mine was just felt like a giant freaking bump. I mean, well, it was like the size of my pupil, not like my eyeball. I kind of exaggerated that, but it literally double the size of the actual normal mosquito bite that looks like a zit. A little bit bigger than a zit. But yeah, I mean, and I've only gotten bitten by one big mosquito when I was down in Texas. And it
The
actually
worst
hurt.
mosquitoes I ever experienced was in Manitoba. I went up to Manitoba camping. It was a family reunion for my ex-girlfriend, and the mosquitoes were so bad you had to put cream on your body, and I didn't put any on my feet, and they bit me through my shoes, and my feet swelled up.
Wow.
I just wore flip-flops all the way home when I was driving home.
That's funny.
I felt like a hobbit.
They can suck your blood right through socks. They can suck your blood right through your shoes. For some reason, their little beaking can go right through shoes. Because just recently, I had a bit of it was just a regular mosquito bit me on the underside of my shoe, and I'm like, how the hell did I get a bite there?
Hey, GRB.
G'day, GRB. You got your space bar back.
Good day.
Finally stopped itching just yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't hear my story just before Trash Cat. My Facebook got stolen and I can't get it back. So I don't for at the minute until I make a new one. That'll be an arduous task because there was loads and loads of people on there. But you know, what a way to find.
I hope the good news is true, and God will resurrect him right in front of you, so you can like smack him a few times, tell him why'd you steal my Facebook, and then you can give him a hug, and then God can wipe out all the tears from your eyes. I mean, good news.
All right.
And then at the end of this game, nothing matters. In the end of all things. But how dare you steal my friend's Facebook, you bastard?
So how are you doing this cat thing? What's that through?
But this is the old expired filter that from Snap Camera. It's the Snap Camera filter that they discontinued in the beginning of this year. So the only way to get it to work now is to block the firewall, and then you can use all your downloaded filters that you actually have. But you can't turn them off easily. You can switch between them all, but you can't turn off the one you're on. It doesn't work like it used to. But they got a breakaway one. There's a YouTube video that has you, but I haven't done that yet.
But what software do you use to apply it to the StreamYard video?
It's called Snap Camera. It puts a virtual camera on your computer where you can select it in pretty much any application.
Gotcha.
So as soon as you install the Snap Camera software, it gives a virtual camera that makes this face and adds all the stuff to it like this, and then you can use it on. You can have backgrounds, but they have I would Google and find it because they got like a backup website that somebody's taken all the filters, and you should be able to get this filter and a whole bunch of other ones until they shut it down. So hopefully Snap Camera doesn't have a complaint and try to shut the website down. At least if you get it now, you can get them. I don't know if it's still up because I haven't done it yet, but I need to hurry up. I'm talking to myself too because I want to get the one that I can actually click on, and they got kind of like a hacked version of it, like a modified version of Snap Camera, but I haven't had time to really investigate how safe it is. So go with your own risk yet because I haven't really done any investigating on it. How you doing, Pam?
Okay.
You look like you're really busy.
Well, I'm trying to like draw, but my eyes keep blurring over, so I'm taking a little break.
Oh, that makes sense. I can't draw if I can't see straight.
Yeah. My eyes are so bad right now. Like I woke up this morning and I couldn't see for half an hour. I couldn't even see the screen on the computer. Like I say, I think it's allergies and
That makes
pollen
sense.
type shit.
Yeah, have you ever had those little weird wiggly lines in your eyes? I think that's worse than anything because I had those earlier this morning where I had like kind of it feels like there's a hair in your eye, and it like blurs like just parts of a line, but they're like floater eyeballs.
Oh, the floaters? No, I don't get those, luckily.
Yeah, but I had really bad eye floaters, and I hated that. Oh my god, you can't do nothing with eye floaters. They're just so distracting on everything. When you move your eye, it moves everything around it. It's like an extreme form of dyslexia. I mean, and I already got a little bit of dyslexia.
Yeah, I get heaps of those floaties in my eyes.
Is that? I think that's from electrolytes, I believe.
Mine's from when I damaged my eye playing football. I had a sprinkler system that jammed into my eyeball, and it bent my iris somehow. And I used to be legally blind, but I had surgery, and now I can see.
Oh, that's. I gotta say is take some. I mean, I gotta say is if you want to lose, I can lose my legs and arms, but don't take my sight away. I mean, eyes are my most prized body part ever.
But I'm sure that Bob knows about the electrolytes. Bob's a professional nurse, man. He knows all sorts of different physical problems.
Right, right.
I'm more in tune with computer technology rather than human anatomy. But I know a little bit, but not enough to say I know anything about.
It's amazing how similar. Blackie, I think I have a couple of pictures I snagged from you of the puppy.
Oh, good.
Should I share them with Pam to show or no?
Yeah, for sure. If you want.
It's the only black and white dog I see on there.
Yeah, I managed to get, because obviously, we were all reminiscing on the night of, so I'd pulled a few down and shared them around with my kids and whatnot. G'day, Divine.
A lot of people don't
Divine,
realize
hello.
when you lose a cat or a dog or a parrot or any type of pet, it's a family member. It's literally like losing a family member because it is your family member. A lot of people, I know that. I feel for you, my friend. I really, I couldn't. I hated that. My dad lost his dog, and I was there, and he was devastated for weeks. And I loved that dog too. Back when I was 16, this was years ago. So I know I missed the dog too. It was a really, really smart golden retriever.
When you're saying about electrolytes, Bob, floaters being, you get more of them when you're low on electrolytes.
That kind of makes sense,
Because sometimes when I get loads and loads and loads of those like clear ones that look like amoebas or something floating through your eyes.
I get them after drinking a lot, and I'm like, or I drink too much coffee, and I'm literally draining my body out of all my electrolytes, or that's it. I'm low on electrolytes. I'm either really low on electrolytes. I don't think I've ever been hydrated and had those eye floaters. I'm trying to think if I've ever had them, but I can't recall. So that makes that actually kind of fits. I'll keep an eye out and to see if I get dehydrated and get those eye floaters. So that fits it, in my opinion.
If I get a shit ton of them so I can barely even see anything straight, generally that means I've got a migraine coming on.
Mojo, hello.
G'day,
I've only
Mojo.
had Have you ever had the pain? I've only had it 2 times in my entire life. I'm talking, I had a migraine so bad in the back eyeballs. It felt like somebody, and I was screaming. I'm like, I don't think I'd go to the hospital. It felt like somebody was jabbing the back of my eyeballs with a freaking really dull or sharp. That literally felt like my eyeballs were going to blow out of my brain. And it was that much pain. That's the only way to describe it. It was just right there for over an hour. And then
my daughter got that real bad pain behind her eyes, on the back of her eyes, but she went into, this was several years ago, and she went in the emergency room, and it turned up she had has MS. So
what's MS?
What's
Multiple
MS?
sclerosis.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know all those alphabet stuffs. That's sad. Hopefully I don't have that, but I've had that eye thing twice so far in my life. It only lasted an hour and a half. Hour and a half. First time was like an hour and a half. The second time was like about an hour. First time was the most painful. The second time wasn't as painful. But I've heard of multiple sclerosis, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. I've not really researched it.
So, like a degeneration of your central nervous system. So, your functions just slowly wear away and stop. Your organs stop functioning and stuff.
It attacks your brain and leaves scars on your brain and stuff.
So it's like it's like one of those other things like dementia. Well, not like Parkinson's kind of. So it's one of those really nasty diseases.
Pam, you should have those pictures.
Okay.
Hey, baby. Oh.
Damn, that's
Bob, you were saying before something about a chip for Parkinson's people.
Yeah, I just saw something about it, a demonstration. I've been reading about it. It's actually in the UK. It's where it's being developed, and it's an implantable chip. And when they turn it on, like the guy couldn't hold a glass, he couldn't touch his nose, the test, and he could. It stopped the tremors completely. He was an old guy, older than me, an old guy.
Yeah. Sometimes my mum's Parkies shakes go super full on and stop her legs moving and stuff. But yeah, I'm assuming this is very new technology.
wow, that's a beautiful dog.
Even with his vet cone of shame on his gorgeous.
Elizabethan collar. Yeah.
That's cool how his fur is right around his eyeballs like that. That is amazing.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah, I know. That's just amazing look.
He was the bestest boy.
Seems like nothing lasts forever. It sucks. Or long enough for that matter. So the good things always last less time. It's annoying.
Here it's come close, I think.
Bunny, hello.
Hello, Bunny.
MS. Yeah.
Bunny says I've got a bacterial eye infection right now from allergies. My eyes are flaring up from allergies too. I think it's from pollen and stuff. And my eyes are all red and itchy, and I look like shit.
I've been getting itchy eyes lately too. I've been getting itchy eyes, but the floaters, those are the most annoying things I've ever had is the floaters. Besides the worst thing is the headache, and I've only had that 2 times in my life. I hope I don't have anything that caused that, because that would scare the shit out of me. But I haven't had it again. Thankfully. And it's been almost a year since my last time I've had it, so. Thankfully. So, I mean, that's just like, I don't know. I mean, it really felt like I was going to die. That's just so painful.
Hey, Red Lizard.
G'day, Red.
Vitamin D deficiency. One time I was itching, and my mother took me to the clinic when I was a little boy, and I had hypervitaminosis. It's a real word, hypervitaminosis D, from drinking so much damn milk. So she put me on rationing.
Didn't think that could happen.
Yeah, they're only 4 of the vitamins are fat soluble. You can store them, the A, D, and E and K, and so that's what was going on. Even though I was a skinny little kid, I was riddled with vitamin D.
Wow, I didn't even know that was possible. That's interesting as hell. Wow,
All right.
I learned something new every day. I didn't know you could drink too much milk or have, have that. Good to know. Yeah.
You're not.
And
I
die
know
from
you.
drinking too much water too.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah, my mom always said you can't drink too much water, and I later told her, yes, you can. You flush out all your nutrients, you can die from malnutrition. Or I don't know if they call it that if you actually drink too much water, but you flush out all your vitamins, and your body can't repair itself or take care of itself because all your flush out your immune system with it.
Look at him. He's staying up for Sarah.
Oh,
That bird is in love with you. I don't know. Is I'll cuddle it up. I really want a pet bird. I don't know if the bird is gonna like me since I'm a cat.
I've got 5 cats here. Lovely. 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 She'll be on.
Yeah, I have messaged her, but I'm not getting a reply. So I don't know what's going on.
She'll be on. Take a
Sorry
nap.
if I understood this morning she was coming.
Did you clip his wings so he can fly around the house anywhere? You just let it fly around?
Yeah, I just let him fly around.
That's awesome.
He's never had them clipped, or the people that had him never clipped them. So I just take precautions. Like if he's in a room that opens to the outside, I don't open that door. I go in and out through the garage and make sure the garage door's down when I go out. Even if he's 2 rooms away, he's fast.
You think he would survive in the outside? And you know he'd come back to you. I know I guarantee you would, but with the other predators out there that might hurt him is the scary part, like a hawk or an eagle.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm worried about.
Nobody messes with him inside here. None of the dogs or cats, but again, that's not a hawk, so he's not afraid of the snakes at all.
Well, he wouldn't even know what an eagle was. He might go up and see it and be curious, and the next thing you know, he's eaten by it. So that's what scared me. Hawks. Hawks are all over the world.
Yeah.
And eagles too. Eagles, all sorts of eagles. Vultures. There's so many predators that prey on small birds. It's crazy that the animals like that, but they'll do it.
He's not nearly as big as an eagle, but he's pretty good size. He's over a foot long. You just can't see but half of him. So he always surprises me how small he looks on my shoulder.
He does look small on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's not. Of course, my head.
So it's the angle that we're looking at it. So he's actually stretched out in front of you.
Bob's head is enormous.
I wasn't gonna say that.
one time,
hey, Mark.
y'all heard me tell the stories about my cousin Butch, and one time he said in front of us kids, he said, "My face seats 5." I can't believe I said that out loud, but I'm just telling the story. So, and he was right. So I do have a lot of jaw and a big head. So. Yeah,
man, I've seen him fly around and land on your shoulder. He keeps landing on your shoulder. I really want to bet. What kind of bird is that exactly?
He's a blue front Amazon parrot.
Amazon parrot.
There's a whole bunch of different kinds of them. I mean, I don't 6 or 8 or 10, but like one guy that comes in here, Patrick, had a yellow nape one. It looked just like this, but had yellow on its neck.
G'day, Sterling.
I like birds, but I never have thought I'd have a bird land on my shoulder. I always thought that was science fiction, but seeing you having a pet bird land on your shoulder, I was like, what?
You can see a little bit better there. He's not as small as he looks the other way. That axolotl looks good, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patty wanted me to buy, or wanted me to commission one. She wanted to commission me for a small one. that her fish could swim through. So I put a door in the back.
Nice.
But this is half the size of the axolotl caves that they spawn in. Like they
That is
pair up
really
in.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did an amazing job on that.
You know, Pam, I hate to be a jerk, but my back is just killing me today. Would you mind if I headed out early?
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine whenever you need to. You know that.
I need to get a different chair than this chair that I sit in. It's one of those ice cream chairs.
Do they
Like
do they
ice
have
cream
a
parlor
Habitat
chair.
for Humanity? That's where I got my office chair for like $20.
Where at?
There's a Habitat for Humanity, like where I live
Yeah.
in the United States, and it's a Habitat store where the people drop off all their used equipment.
Yeah,
And
there's
I
one here.
need to get a new one because this one squeaks like really loud now.
Bob
I've
said.
already done
I need
my
that.
third office
I have a
chair.
herniated tailbone, and this one just kills me sitting in
Yeah,
it very
looks
long.
like, looks like you're sitting in a prison chair. I mean,
Yeah.
well, it just looks like a gel chair. Like it looks like it's metal, like it's all wood, nothing cushiony.
Oh, yeah. It's like a ice cream
like a
parlor
restaurant.
one.
Yeah, like a restaurant bar chair. That's what that looks like.
I got that in a storage war thing where you bid on a storage container and then you don't know what's
I told
inside.
you on Storage Wars, didn't I?
I wasn't actually on it. It was just a storage thing that was in Missouri, and a bunch of us were bidding on these things, and we all like split it all up, and I got 12 of these chairs, and it was like that was worth $25. I think we bid like 100 or 125. There were 5 of us.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I mean, that's well worth all these chairs. They're around my poker table.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately,
you need them.
my back gets really sore on it.
I'd say it'd be worthwhile getting yourself a
Those
good
offers,
chair if you
those
spend so
offers, I
much
think-
time there doing art and whatnot.
Yeah.
We have one
Well,
of those
I've got 'em.
Habitat stores here in Cleveland.
You have
Oh
one?
yeah. Well, maybe we'll have to go, Bob.
Yeah, it's right down by the Ark.
Yeah, that's where I got my office chairs. I'm gonna go get another one, and I don't want this one anymore. It just squeaks. My kids freaking ripped up my arm, and it's like they peeled off my. Dude, I've had it for 2 years now, and it's done its purpose. I need a new one. It's squeaking. It won't stay up because it's an office chair. I can pull it up. It has like its little gas little thing. I can give it all the rocking, but it just squeaks. It's loud. I mean, it doesn't keep its pressure anymore.
All right, Ed, take care of yourself, man. Look after
See
that
you,
back.
Ed.
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up, Ed.
Some
Hey,
rest,
you
Ed.
bet.
Good to see
Bye.
you, man.
Chattanooga. I just looked at it and figured, did I say that right?
Chattanooga. Oh my God! I saw a thing from one of the local news clips on Facebook or something or YouTube. They changed the name of the Chattanooga Choo Choo to something stupid. I mean, it doesn't even imply that it's because it's a big, huge train terminal now. The original Chattanooga Choo Choo, like the song Chattanooga Choo Choo. Anyway, and they have rail cars that are luxury dining cars and like from the old days, like 40s, 50s. But they're changing the name of it to something stupid. I can't remember what it's called now.
Probably some sponsored name or something. 'cause
Something that doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah.
Sounds like what they do in America. They do that all the time. They always change shit stupid. Like what? I mean, I still don't understand why they call it a hamburger and there's no ham inside that burger. But I think
Because they come from Hamburg in Germany.
But I don't know why they call it a hamburger when there's no ham in it.
Because it comes from the town Hamburg in Germany.
Oh, okay. I heard you, but I still don't. A Hamburg in Germany?
Well, there's a city called Hamburg, and the people from Hamburg are called hamburgers. And I believe that's where the
that's how that originated.
the meat patty was first, made there or famously. became famous there or something.
Well, that makes more sense than all the other theories I've heard about how hamburgers were made
It made
or
me.
why they got their name. But I have to
Yeah,
say, if you put some ham on your hamburger, it tastes a lot better. Like,
This is
especially
true.
with bacon on it. Oh. But then it wouldn't be called a hamburger. It'd be called a bacon burger. And it wouldn't be, bacon burger. That sounds better. Tastes better.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Why do you want Oreos? Did you eat all your dinner? 3. Not the whole entire package. Like she'll eat the whole entire package of Oreos. No joke. 8-year-old daughter would just eat all the Oreos. The whole entire house.
Bunny, I was looking for that link for Pam's art, and I don't find it.
What link?
Bunny, I think it was Bunny asked up in the chat if Patty would post the link for your art, and I was trying to find it, but you're like your art stream that you sometimes have on before you go live, or I think that's what she means.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can find that.
What's it listed under? How can I find it? What the hell? What the hell? I will come
I
back.
forgot to plug my damn phone in.
Is that video slideshow you're talking of, the one on TJ's channel?
Going to sleep.
Oh my gosh. It's not where it's supposed to be.
I want my daughter to come in and say, "Hey, do you want to get rid of the cats for a parrot like that?" I bet you they'd be like, "Yeah, let's get rid of the cats." And I'd be like, "Hell yeah, bird feed costs a lot less than the cat food." Right?
He doesn't eat that much. Not like you would think he would as parrot food.
But how do you train? He doesn't fly around pooping on everything, does he?
No. Well, every now and then he will poop, but he doesn't poop when he flies. Or I haven't ever seen any. But he poops in his cage, so that's just, every couple of days or how long I want to let it go. But it's better to do it. Paper towel, every couple of days. And then he sits on a wicker-like shelf in my bathroom and looks at himself in the mirror and talks to one of the cats that stays in there. And he poops on the vanity or whatever by the sink. So I just keep a puppy pad there and change it. So it's rare that I find anything. I was mopping today and I think I found 2 spots in the whole house. And it's literally been a week since I had mopped. So he's pretty good. He's pooped on me before a few times, but I usually keep
At least once on camera.
At least. I usually keep this on, but he doesn't like it, so he'll go to the other side, and I'm not smart enough to put 2 of them on. Hello?
So, I mean, but bird poop isn't as bad as like cat crap. Cat crap's nasty.
No, it's just
I've had bird poop fall on me, and it's not like, okay, well, it's a tiny little turd. I mean, it's like having a rabbit poop on
Unless
you.
it's a seagull.
Yeah, they're nasty. Yeah. I mean, seagull shit you can't do. I'm into the beach. I've had their shit follow me, and that's nasty.
Thanks.
You're supposed to be lucky.
That's gross. But most birds, like just regular birds, and they don't even their shit don't normally stink at all. Like it's just like it just looks gross and it dries all white.
Birds and reptiles have the same poop generally. It all comes out one place. It's pee and poop. It's their urates and their crap. So.
Oh, so they only got one hole they shoot all the shit shoots from. I didn't know that either.
One hole that they put waste out through. I think that's right, isn't it, Blackie?
Yeah. Cloaca.
Yeah, I had no idea that either.
Yeah.
It's the best word. I love that word.
Cloaca.
Yeah.
pelican poop. Ouch.
That's where we get. That's where we get the
Yeah,
word clacker
and that
from.
reminds me of that Jim Carrey thing when they're eating it, when he's licking the bowl. He's like, "What's this? It's guano. What's guano?" You remember? You never remember the Jim Carrey 2 where he's licking the bat bowl in the jungle? I mean,
That is such an outrageous character.
yeah, he's hilarious. But it ended up being like bat droppings. He's licking on bat droppings.
Guano.
Guano. Bat droppings.
Good fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a dry lake, alkali lake in eastern Oregon that we used to go hunt arrowheads at when I was a kid. That was called Guano Lake.
You're right, Nathan. It's all one. It all comes out together. Hello.
I still think it's excellent how birds and reptiles divide their stuff up into calcium stuff and then the rest. That's why you get your white bit and your black bit in snake poo and lizard poo and bird poo.
It's fascinating. And for some scientists to say 4,000 billion years ago, a big bang happened and all this shit just eventually randomly happened.
Black,
Randomness.
I've already been called a herb hoarder by Patrick on my video from yesterday, but I got another snake. Did you see that?
What kind of
What
snake
did you
was
get?
it?
It's called well, I've been looking at pines and bulls and gopher snakes and stuff, things that hiss and get big and have
Bull
attitude.
snakes. Bull snakes are fun to fuck with.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the other one.
I got
Gopher snake's pretty.
it's a San Diego gopher snake, and they're just in that area, in that Bay Area. So they're real distinct. But yeah, she's beautiful. They had a big male and two small females, and I didn't go looking for a snake, but when I saw those, I'm like, I'm leaving here with one of those. She's so engaging, and she's a great eater, and she's on frozen thawed, and yeah, she's pretty cool. I need a name for her.
Are you able to tame them at all?
Yeah, all of my snakes except the Brazilian rainbow I handle all the time.
I mean, I've noticed that lately I picked up a snake and it didn't take me no time at all, and it was tame. Once it trusted me, it was there. It literally, I let it go and it didn't want to go nowhere.
Right.
I mean, after you hold it for a little while, they kind of trust you, and then they feel comfortable in your shadow. You move and they go right back in your shadow. They don't want the birds to eat them. I think that's why they go into your shadow.
Got herpes. Who got herpes? You got herpes, Wale?
But bull snakes, I've never been able to calm down a bull snake. A bull snake would hiss at me. They'd hiss. I was never able to calm down a bull snake. So a garden snake, yeah, that was pretty easy. I mean,
There was a guy on TikTok just a few nights ago. I follow Nate Snakes, I think, and he had his bull snake out. You should have a naming contest. I should, Divine. I should. Should I show that snake, Pam?
Yes, you should.
Let's see if she's awake. Oh, Jesus, scared the punker. I still don't have her in a proper setup. She's just in a thing that I'd thrown a bunch of stuff in. I think she's still in there. Very strong snake. There she is. There she is. Yeah, she's asleep. Let me turn this around. Jesus. That scared me to death, man. Okay, so.
oh wow. That's a cool
She's kind
color.
of, the front part of her is more yellow of all of them, and then it fades to orange. So that's probably the back end of the business we're looking at there. Oh, there's
That's
a
the
hood.
same color of the rattlesnakes we have, but it's not the same pattern at all.
See what
Not
I mean?
not even the same face, but
See how interactive she is? She got right up.
look at
She
the
ain't-
look on that face. This snake, you can't even look at the eyeball. That is insane.
She ate 3 mice last night or yesterday even, so she's not hungry. She's just interactive. She's about 3 feet. She's a good sized snake.
Very pretty.
I'm happy with her. I got to get her in a bigger. Like I say, that's just a holding.
Are they non-venomous or are they a rear
They're not.
fan?
Yeah, they're non-venomous. Colubrids, like a.
Do they have fangs where they bite you and it hurts?
No. Well, she's got
No.
some little teeth.
Oh yeah, some non-venomous snakes have fangs, and they hurt, but they don't have. They're just not poisonous. I think they're
Venom.
mildly. Some of them are mildly they have fangs that got some type of venom. I guess I don't know, but it's just not poisonous enough for us or something like that. But most non-venomous snakes don't have fangs, from my understanding. I'm not.
Yeah, they've just got
I'm not a
teeth.
snake. I'm not a snake expert. That is a cool snake for real. It has I mean, it's just, I like the yellow. I mean, I've never seen the yellow. It's normally like a gray that I've ever seen with the gray and black, not a yellow. I've never.
Look at her head up watching you, Bob.
Yeah, she's real interactive. She's watching the camera. Now she saw me and she's like, "Holy hell!"
Saying, huh? Where's my food? Give me some food, damn it! Throw a
You know,
mountain.
she watched me through the whole stream yesterday. Remember, she just sat there and watched me.
She's probably saying, "Drop that bird down here. I want to taste that bird."
I don't know. I've got her here by the whatever. Oh, whatever kind of snakes these are. Place.
Gaunt snakes.
Wind snakes.
You know, that's the only reason why I don't like giving my kittens away to just random people because they're going to feed them to their snake.
Yeah. Yeah,
No
people
problem.
will do that.
That's just sad, man. Why would you do that? You can buy her. Go feed your snake a freaking rabbit or something. What's worse though, a rabbit or a cat? I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
Go.
There's a little pregnant mouse. She still hasn't had babies. She's busy. And fat.
That's why snakes belong in the jungle where they can eat wild boar, and pigs, and bunny. They're definitely going to eat bunny rabbits and squirrels and all sorts of stuff. That's what they do.
All right. I was going to come out and move around like she did yesterday, but there she comes. See
She's
what I mean?
watching. She's
Yeah,
watching.
I didn't even realize she's fast. She's real fast and real strong. I like her little face. She see how her nose kind of turns down like an upside down. What did I say? Hog nose. It goes way
I
down.
mean, you notice another thing though. The way that she moves, she tries to blend into her environment. So most people won't notice her if you're walking by. You move, she stays still. You're not gonna. Most of us don't see things until they move.
She's watching my finger. Oh, there it is.
Crazy. I mean, unless you're looking for something. When it moves, you notice it more, and that's how animals always roll.
She's got a big old long time. Oh, I like the way she feels. Her scales are heavily keeled. They're raised. You can even see her scales that they're raised. They're so thick. I really like that. When I held her too, I'm like, oh God, I love the snake. I gotta have her.
Did you just see that? Did I just see what I thought I saw?
What?
It just looked okay. It was a glitch in the camera, but it literally looked like it was flicking its tongue out, going like looking at you directly at the camera, going, "Feed me," pretty much. like a cat or any other animal would say, "I'm hungry." Meow meow.
She's locked onto my fingers for sure, and they were on the camera. So
I mean, I don't know. I was looking up at you. If the bird's next to the camera, they might have been looking at the bird.
no, a bird moved on. He flew over there.
It must confuse
Oh,
the shit
that
out
makes
of them.
perfect sense. The bird sees the snake. The bird flies away. Smart bird.
She saw one of the snakes moving down below here. She's fast. Anyway, she's cool. I like her. I like her.
Really, really cool snake, man. Really cool snake.
Must confuse the shit out of them when they're tasting the air of something that's right in front of their face, but the taste of the air doesn't change.
That's
Right.
exactly, wouldn't it? Because they're in a tank. They look at something, but they can't smell the thing around them when they should, because they're going to be able to sense us.
Yeah.
But the aquarium blocks that.
That African house snake I've got over behind her, the next tank behind her, I can just sit down here with some pups, some ice, and some warm water to thaw, and it'll smell it in just a minute. Just a minute, all the way over there. It's got a great sense of smell or taste or whatever.
The scent and air has to circulate, but it doesn't circulate as fast as everything else. But a lot of people don't realize how raunchy they stink. You literally, dude, have you ever been in an elevator with a guy that has looked like he's a bum and he hasn't showered for like 4 days? I'm telling, as soon as he steps in there, it's like you want to puke.
See you soon, Sterling.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, bro, take a shower, bro. Nobody wants to say it. They want to be respectful to somebody that's just disrespectful to themselves and everybody else. I don't understand it.
Have a good trip, Mark.
Yeah, Bob.
I'm not a nice person when it comes to somebody disrespecting everybody around me.
Oh, Divine said I'm a reptile expert. I'm not. No, by a long shot. I always defer to Blackie. He knows a hell of a lot more about reptiles than I do.
I'm no expert either.
Well, there
But
you
I
go.
tell you what I used to have to do was when I was heating up the rats for my snake, I would do it in the other room, well away from the tank, because the same thing that you said, as soon as they smell it in the air, they start going nuts, and by the time you go to the tank to feed, it's already cranky and ready to fire. So I always did it well away, because I know how good the bloody sense of smell or taste on the air.
She's just resting right there, staring straight up at me. I love her. She's wondering how she's going to get this big old head in her mouth.
Sorry, my daughter. I gotta yell at my daughter. Stop screaming. I can't hear this.
Dash Cat, did you answer? Gonna ask him when he's available. I'm available.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bunny Viper was asking about chinchillas before. Have any of you guys had a chinchilla as a pet?
What is a chinchilla? I have to Google that to see what it is.
Oh,
I thought there was ethical questions regarding keeping them as pets, because they're collected from the wild, or is there captive breeding by proper pet breeders or something now?
Oh, those little tiny monkeys.
no, they're like
not
a
a
little
monkey.
animal that's raised for the fur trade.
Really?
Is that where the ethical stuff comes in?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Are they a rodent?
Kind of,
Well,
yeah.
I thought they were a primate, but they're not, are they?
No. No.
What?
This queen?
Oh, yeah,
No,
that's right.
it's Pam.
Can I ask Pam?
Yeah, they are a rodent.
Are they?
I show Pam a manuscript. I don't think she's gonna want to see a manuscript.
Hey, they want to see another.
Slightly larger and more robust than ground squirrel.
Would you try to ask that with a finger in your mouth?
Okay,
Mute
Divine,
your
we'll
mic.
see you later.
No. I mean, Pam, this is not the place for that.
I can do that, Trash Cat. Welcome back.
It's not my stream. But there's a group of people here. And I don't know. And I don't want them to be on their shoulder. I'm saying no. So no, I'm saying no. So it's not on there. I've already seen it twice.
Oh, good night, Sky
No.
Dancer. I think it's probably about time to tell everybody good night.
Yeah, Sarah's had she's finally responded and said she's had a unexpected visit from her mum, and her mum's not departing with any haste. So
Oh, that sucks. Damn.
if anyone's
So
familiar
we
with
can probably
Sarah's stories of her
figure
mum,
on seeing her
Yes.
Tuesday night. I'm probably we can do like an auction on Tuesday night if she can make it then.
So then
But I'm not gonna stay on too much longer because my eyes are just killing me, itching, and I'm gonna go lay down. My back hurts.
So Pam, I was assuming that you didn't want to have to. I don't know. The YouTube rules, and I don't think I bring my daughter up here. Show don't like come up on the panel. I didn't say I'm bringing my daughter's up.
I'm not sure what their rules are, but yeah, you have to be careful with kids. They don't really like you to have kids on.
That's why I was like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
On my panel,
Because you can like lose your monetization if you have kids on.
yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna risk no, and I'm not comfortable with it. That's why I just told her no.
Yeah.
She was gonna try to hack you. I'm not putting you on the spot on that. So, anyways, I just wanted to make sure, but we're not in here.
So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream down because, like I say, my eyes are killing me and I can't really draw. So Blackie, but let's see what you've been working on tonight.
oh, not a lot. I don't think I've been in a proper headspace for drawing. So
Oh, that's cool, though.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
very nice.
I did one. I did a portrait of my dog the other day.
Wait, you have one?
Cool.
Wow.
It almost looks exactly like him.
It does. Nice work.
That is wow.
But yeah, I don't think I've done anything else apart from that since the other day. Yeah, I was doing that one last stream we did, wasn't I? I think. Yeah, I was doing that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about all from me for now.
Awesome. I don't really have anything to show because, like I said, my eyes are bugging me so much. I haven't really been working on my drawing very hard.
Thanks, Trash Cat.
So I have to wait till Tuesday to see it. But yeah, I think I might have to get some think about getting some Benadryl for my eyes for a while.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, what I recommend, if it's only a little bit, half a tablet of Benadryl. Because if I take a whole tablet, it makes me fall asleep.
Of what?
A half a tablet of Benadryl. Like if I take, the tablets they give for Benadryl, the little pink tablets.
Yeah.
You only need like less than a half a tablet. If I take a whole tablet, I'm marked for drowsiness. Because
my body's like extremely resistant to all pills, painkillers, and all that stuff. So probably won't bother me to take a whole pill. But anyway, I don't know if you guys can see my eyes or not, but I look kind of like shit, and my eyes are itching really bad.
You look a little red, like you've been scratching.
Yeah. So.
It's
And
kind of
blurring, which is making it hard to work on my art. They keep blurring over. And it's getting late, and my back's starting to hurt from sitting because I think when I draw, it doesn't bother me as much, but I haven't been able to draw. So I'm going to say good night, everybody.
Hey, good night.
And thank you, everybody, for coming up on the panel. And thank you, everybody in chat. And thank you, Cat and Grasshopper, for throwing out links and stuff. I know I look like hell. My eyes, I can hardly even, everything's just blurry and my eyes itch like crazy. So I think I'm going to check and see if I can order a bottle of Benadryl. So,
Nice to meet you,
night,
Blackie.
guys, and we
Nice
will
to meet
see
you,
you.
Bob.
Well, Bob will be streaming. Bob will have a stream tomorrow night. If I feel better, I'll go on it. If my eyes are still so bad, I'll probably wait. But we will for sure see you on Tuesday night
I'm hoping I find Bob.
for our Tuesday night stream, unless Blackie's going to stream again.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so we'll
Just
we'll
the
have another
time to
Tuesday
check.
takeover stream. So yeah. Good
Is
night, everybody.
Good night.
Is anybody
Thanks,
going to
everyone.
go after Pam?
Don't forget to hit the like button
No,
before you
bye-bye.
leave. Take care.